we were seeing a lot of Onyx yesterday in different regions.
Yeah.
Cannon, Gauntlets, really good combo potential. Gauntlets across the board. But I think the good thing here is that you have a really healthy amount of range to set yourself up with, but also the kind of more, well, quite literally brawliness of the Gauntlets to help yourself in those 50-50s.
Yeah, so in North America, you've got Snowy's Onyx, and you've got Experience's Onyx. And then you pair it with Cross. And that's the currently what is thought to be the best team composition in Brawlhalla 2s, if you were to ask a North American pro player. And so we've probably got three, like looking further in the quarters, when we get to Mated Experience, we're going to see Onyx and Cross as well. In this case, it's just Luke Epic crossover for Cross, but this is just their favorite thing to play, and this is what the winningest teams have been playing. So it's no surprise to me to see this here, and it's no surprise to me that Hideaway and Anime are having success with this as well.
Yeah, but speaking of Anime, though, real quick, losing out in that first stock, Snowy and possibly Luna not too far behind.
Oh.
Good ground pound. Great call from Hideaway there. Almost met immediately with the recovery, though. Snowy's able to get away, but he's also met with another recovery twice over from the hands of Anime back over.
Yeah, blue team taking the lead here. And this is interesting because this is like a composition that I will give credit to Mated Experience for pioneering, and then give credit to Snowy for pushing the Onyx even further. But now, after a certain point in a meta, it just doesn't really matter who thought of it first. It just matters who's playing it better.
Who can play the best.
Right, and so now we're kind of seeing that with Hideaway and Anime here, taking down not only Boomy and Sandstorm, but keeping it close with Snowy and Luna here in game number 1. And Anime, while being a weak link, Hideaway is not going down, and they're still getting the team combos here. Look at that neutral stick finisher on the Luna.
Yeah. Waiting to see what the follow-up will be from here. Luna dancing around that ledge. It's going to be the initiation of Snowy to maybe put Anime at bay. Anime is down quite a bit farther from everybody else. A good side air, though, keeping Luna off stage. We could potentially see a recreation of stock number 1 here, though. Good attempted stopping power with the side air. Luna falls. Hideaway still on their third stock. They've been holding it down with the blasters for so long. Great recovery. The tail end of it connecting against Snowy. Follow up there, though, from Luna. Does remove that first stock. Finally.
Oh, what a clutch weapon throw there. Anime, I thought was going to go down during the respawn time of Hideaway. Now Luna with the edge guard on the other side of the stage. Can Hideaway get the reversal here? Claws coming forward from Anime. Does not end up connecting. And Luna now not fighting off stage with this Gauntlet Ditto. Blue team finally stabilizes, takes center stage, but Snowy blasts forward with the can neutral light, only to go off the top of the stage. Now Luna's got to avoid a team combo opportunity here. Gets the down sig. Okay, blue team has an edge guard opportunity. Doesn't get the Sarah with the ground connection. Luna's out of there.
Wow. I mean, the ledge guarding we've seen from Hideaway this entire game has been beautiful. Now we have the double gauntlet, possible 2v1, but the combo broken up. Snowy had the chance to get away, but Hideaway is right there.
Confident dodge read.
Immediately following up again, and it just keeps on going.
Accidentally pivots the neutral light in the other direction. Sidelight in there. Anime also not positioned to follow up there, but so far Snowy not getting any of these neutral wins. Neutral lights. Dash forward down sig into the follow-up. I mean, the damage is good. The recovery comes through. Luna and Snowy 3-stocked in game number 1, and what did I say, chat? Was 8% really fair?
I gotta say, that was
someone. Oh, I don't know. They're all just kind of freaking out right now. If I put them all in my, there's probably like 10 people that put 250k channel points on Luna and Snowy right now. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, look, game number 1 was probably the flashiest one we've seen, at least so far in our block for North America.
760 damage. Wow. What? The team total of Luna and Snowy is 50 less than the individual total of Hideaway on the right side of the screen. Who is this man? PR 227.
I mean, Hideaway's looking great. I mean, we could break that down quite a bit. Like, Anime was really good about the grounded setups, leading everyone, kind of like herding them over and directly into where Hideaway was for those ground pounds. I mean, Hideaway spent at least the first half of that first game just on the ledge the entire time. Blasters, gauntlets, going for ground pound after ground pound after ground pound.
He was up 3 stocks to his teammates 1, which, by the way, credit to Anime for going down so early. Both of those stocks into the game and then holding on long enough to where they could have so many 1v2 opportunities against Snowy. That was pretty incredible.
Not to mention how flashy the 1v2 was at the end of that game against Snowy, too.
Well,
it was cool looking.
Snowy never got any openings.
No,
it would have been. Onyx is absolutely the hardest character to get a team combo to lead into a knockout on, just because of the sheer defense that she has. But it was very good. It was very well played. Like there was at no point did I think that Snowy was going to break through, get a random edge guard, and then get the 1v1 against Hideaway and then make a comeback. I was just kind of like, okay, we're going to be going to game 2 pretty soon.
Yeah.
And Luna and Snowy seem to be taking their time here on this lock-in. I wonder if Luna is thinking about possibly doing the Diana. He tends to lock in Laura Croft, but to deal with this Luke mirror match with Hideaway, no, he's going to lock the Luke back in.
Okay.
All right, so this is always a little uncomfortable when you're Dittos in 2s are very uncommon. They're pretty uncommon in singles as it is.
We haven't seen it from many regions so far.
Yeah, and the kind of player that you have to be to enjoy fighting the Ditto when it's not just clearly in your favor, it's uncommon. There are some players that kind of like, I love beating other players with their own character, and there's other players that are just kind of like, I literally will pick a different character just so that I don't have to fight the same one.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not a fan of Dittos.
I am.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah,
like, just no matter what, it feels like I'm getting counterpicked. Like, Orion v Orion, let's say, it's just like, for some reason, my positioning is just never good enough for those situations.
I mean,
here.
at that point, it's just a skill issue.
Right? Oh,
like
yeah, I'm not going to deny that.
It's the most balanced matchup in the game when it's just the same characters.
Sure.
Which in some cases can be fun, in other cases
I want to admit that I'm getting skilled and ranked all the time.
Well, right now, Luna, arguably the best player in North America, got destroyed by Hideaway on his own character, right? And so that's something to think about. Let's see if they can continue adapting here going into game number 2, because so far, blue team's looking like they're taking the lead again.
Wow.
Jumps delayed, gravity cancel down sig, edgeguard opportunity by himself. Is Anime even going to go out there? He went for the end sig on the no jumps and did not succeed. Luna does go down to that recovery coming out from Anime, and Snowy trying to get back onto the ground. Hideaway catches him off the side of the stage. Luna, what are you doing? Ground pounding your own teammate.
A little scary there for a second. Hideaway was looking for the follow-up after the initiation of Anime. Nothing really to be found, though. Good follow from Luna, though. Good down air keeping Anime at bay. Leads into the recovery. Hideaway falls.
Team combo goes in for the down air right afterwards. I was hoping that would be recovery, but no, Luna. This is why Luna's one of the best players ever. Saw that he had no jumps, went for the down air, got the spike. Anime couldn't even make it back on his own. I couldn't believe it. A recovery wouldn't have knocked out Onyx. That was a really great play. And they even stocks up 4-4. Still at a deficit, though.
Oh, great follow-up there with the side seek from Hideaway. Luna, so far out of position, is able to get back onto the ledge. Snowy there, fighting both at once, just dodging and weaving out of the way. Has the setup, accidentally connects against Luna, sending them back, separated apart. Recovery comes out from Anime, though. Hideaway, possibly the follow-up. Cannon now back in hands for Snowy. Will that be enough to maybe leverage things for enough damage to take one out from blue team? The answer seems to be no. Weapon throw for the gauntlets, and there it is. Great side air coming out. Oh no, trying to save their teammates, not gonna work.
Waits out the dodge, gets the recovery for the double knockout. Hideaway is crazy.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, I mean, you've got some time. Pull it up on Pro Stats.
All right. You know, he was really hiding away from us.
Yeah, no, Anime I know very well. Anime, I think used to be Anime Fan 1266. Shortened his name to make it a little bit easier to say. I appreciate you for that, Anime.
All right, it's quiz time, Taza. How many top 8s do you think? Don't look. How many top 8s do you think?
No, I need to look. Because you're confirming my suspicions here. Which is like, the name.
Blank slate.
The name kind of negates what he might be doing, which is hiding something. So, well, I don't know. Anyways, not going to worry about it. Going into this game, number 2, all that matters right now is that it's a really sick cross-player on the screen teaming up with Anime.
Yes.
But yes, what you found was that there was no results,
There was nothing.
Got it. Wonder if it's a name change.
It's like
confirmation.
It's like in those movies where it's like you have like that special ops soldier. It's like, whoa, he's a blank slate. Nobody knows who he is. Ooh. Good follow-up though from Anime. Snowy with the recovery. Brought out once more. Good edge guard coming out here.
Okay, so I just got word. Hideaway, according to the insider knowledge that we've got here in production team, thank you, Sandwick. We love you. Hideaway's a ranked demon that doesn't enter bracket. And they do exist. There's these ranked players that just one day will enter bracket because they finally, for whatever reason, felt like it, and they'll just destroy everybody. I mean, this was something that happened with Anonymous Alex. This is something that happened, like M for Mini was the case way back when. Isidru and iThrow were like iThrow just going, oh, whoa, 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 on ranked ladder, breaking the freaking graphics because he has so many OWs at the end. They were all once ranked demons that just finally decided to enter bracket and then made a name for themselves. And so if that's true with Hideaway here, who I guess recently has started entering because that PR does exist, like he is in the system at 227. That's quite low for this far in the bracket. What on earth? He's destroying Luna in his own game. What is Luna going to do?
Yeah.
I don't like by comparison, Luna looks like he doesn't know how to play cross, and that's crazy.
I mean, look, you're the literal brains of this game. Put yourself in Luna's position. What would you do?
Probably. No, I'm not. Anyways, that's fine. Look, we'll find out. He'll lock something in, right? What was the viewer vote at again? Can we change this?
It was 8% for Hideaway.
Well, I want to remind chat.
Oh, okay.
I want to remind them.
We need that visual descriptor.
We might not be able to do it.
We got to get a whiteboard to put Big 8.
Oh,
11?
It actually almost went up to 12%. Good. Look at that. We made
Mathematical genius.
Oh, did anyone put 250K on Hideaway and Anime? Oh, this might be one of the best payouts, I think.
No way.
Ever if they win it. I mean, they got to win it. They've got to win it, right? And they've got 3 games to do it. And the way that they're playing right now is making me go like, whoa, Hideaway is so good.
Yeah.
He's so good at the game.
Not to take anything away from Anime either. They're working really well as a duo too, but I mean,
Hideaway's really good, but I mean, Hideaway is really playing. I wonder if this is like a matter for Snowy and Luna. Like this is a real thing that I think can happen. That depending on.
Can I throw a hypothetical?
Go ahead.
So you said Onyx and Cross, best duo ship in terms of Legends right now for 2v2s. Let's say, in theory, they weren't playing that. Would they find the same amount of success?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't seen them do anything else.
Okay.
And it's like since the team was conceived, it's been Snowy on Onyx, doing Onyx things, and then occasionally Laura Croft, but mostly Luke coming out from Luna to complement it. We're seeing the stat screen.
Well, no, Hideaway and Anime.
Well,
do you think it's the Legends that are really benefiting them getting this far into the tournament?
Oh yeah, it's the best. It's the best team comp in 2s.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is if in theory we saw them move away to a different.
I just don't. I mean, this question is difficult to answer because it's just they're probably just going to play whatever is the best at the time.
Well, that's why it's a hypothetical. You know?
Yeah.
It's something to put in your head. Like, okay, well, you know, there's a lot of unknowns coming through right now with that duo, right? And so it's one thing that we have to consider, like, okay, well, maybe it could be the Legends, you know? If we do see changes in the future with those Legends or there's a new kind of meta develop, we might not see this resurgence.
I think it's an unfair hypothetical to pitch when referring to a game like Brawlhalla, where in order to be this good, you kind of just generally can be this good at any character that you put the time into, and the answer is just literally if they put the time into it, yes, they would be doing as well as they're doing now. So if the future, the best combination is going to be Azoth and Olgrim, then they would probably be doing as well as they are doing now because they would put the time in. Unless it just happened, then it's a matter of how fast it takes to adapt. And that's why that, in this case, right, like, I think right now it's perceived that Cross and Onyx is the best. It literally has a name. If you're casting with Sparky, or you'd be calling it the Chronics the entire time, and I would just be over there being like, sure, I guess I'll say that. You know what? Fine. It's Chronics versus Chronics. Here we go. Game number 3. But yes, who's getting beat at it? It's Hideaway and Anime, which is, if they make an upset here, everybody's screwed when it comes to predictions. That's brutal. Luna and Snowy are going to have to be fighting out through a huge amount of players in the elimination side of the bracket, where I don't think they've been down that low in a long time.
Yeah. We can definitely check back at the stats in a second, but it seems like things are heating up here for the first stock. Luna off stage, pummeling Hideaway. Hideaway makes their way back with the recovery at first, but then the solidification of another ground pound from Luna ensures that now, starting this off, both stocks down. Big discernible disadvantage for blue team.
Yeah. It took a little bit from games 1 and 2 to game 3. To figure out what their game plan is, switch up the stage, the Fortress of Lions, and now they've got themselves the first lead that they've had all set. Hideaway and Anime adapting a little bit there, gets the silent delayed recovery, and Anime trying to get the downsig there on the alley-oop. Misses just barely, and that could cost them. But there's the knockout coming up for Hideaway onto Luna. Side air blast, Snowy up the left side of the stage, and their weapon starving. No, Luna gets the blasters at the very last second, and now they're trying to go for a team combo on Luna and failing as they're going forward here. Nice neutral light on a Snowy, but it's going to take more than a Gauntlet End Light to be able to take down Onyx.
Yeah, I'm just checking back real quick to see the last time we saw, realistically, Luna and Snowy in the lower bracket. you could argue DreamHack San Diego 2023. They did go down in third, and they did turn they did go down against Fozy and Godly, but then they turn out to be ninth.
Yeah.
That's the only placement they've had, at least as far back as like December.
Well, and going down to Fozy and Godly at a stacked bracket like San Diego,
sure.
It makes sense. That's why it's like when in North America, nobody should really be stopping them at this point. Meanwhile, Hideaway is just kind of like, yeah, I just play ranked 8 hours a day, and then I entered one bracket and I beat Snowy and Luna.
I mean,
okay.
Welcome to the world of esports now.
There you go.
Incredible.
I mean, hey, start.gg/BH community. Better get on the grind, I guess.
Every game has like that 1 or 2 players per year that just shine above everybody else, and they have these incredible performances. Yeah, I would say so.
Well, we're in that moment right now, possibly. Although this game's looking a lot better for Snowy and Luna, and I could be calling it a little bit too soon, right? Because like we've been taking some time to talk about the performance of this, but at the end of the day, it is the who wins 3 games before the other that determines who goes through in the bracket. And it doesn't really matter if the first 2 games looked really good for another team if you get 3-0'd by the end of it.
I mean, now it's Hideaway to 1v2.
Yeah, and I would not say that he's going to get that here. He's going to clean up the stock onto Luna with the D-Light recovery. But when you've got 2 fresh stocks at white and it's a 1v2.
I'm a believer. Normally, I would agree with you.
All right, let's see
I just want to see what he does.
All right, let's call out. What could, especially when you're in the blasters, gets hit by that Nair as well. You don't really have a single move that can stop you from getting. Oh, all right.
Okay. All right. Now we're seeing a good cleanup from Snowy and Luna. Looking a lot more formidable than we saw in the first 2 games, at least in that 1v2. I mean, the stakes were, the leverage was not really there for Hideaway when you have to 1v2 someone of the likes of Luna and Snowy.
Yeah. Although, actually looking at the stats, I guess you were right to believe, because Hideaway was 1v2ing that entire game.
Yeah.
659 damage compared to the 142 coming up from Anime. And you could say that Anime wasn't really present that game. So we're going to be looking into games 4 and possibly 5 to see if Anime can make that adaptation, because I don't think Anime was playing at that level the entire time.
No, Anime definitely had a better performance in the first 2 games. I mean, it could be the instance, we'll have to go back and check later. Luna and Snowy just targeting Anime early on. There was a lot of offstage presence early, but it definitely seemed like Luna and Snowy were a lot more cohesive as a unit starting off in this matchup.
Yeah, and now with Fortress of Lions banned out, they are guiding them to Apocalypse, Miami Dome, and Fabled City. So Fabled City is basically just another ban. I don't think they're going to actually go there. So it's a choice between Miami Dome and Apocalypse, and of course that's going to be the case. I'm actually surprised that they didn't do like a Miami Dome Western Air Temple thing, since Apocalypse is so similar to Fortress of Lions. But here we go into game number 4. What are you thinking?
It's one of those situations as a commentator, it's almost like it's better not to commentate the beginning, just to let the tension build up and see like what could happen, right?
I see.
Because no amount of words that we could say could really describe how Game 3 is going to go, because this is the most important game of the entire set. Yeah. Either we go to Game 5, or we have what seemed like the unlikely scenario of Hideaway and Anime doing seemingly the impossible and bringing Snowy and Luna down to the elimination bracket this early.
I mean, to me, it was unlikely before I saw Hideaway play, and now I'm just kind of like, it's pretty likely, King. Look at this. Dare to Silite coming through. Silite again. Snowy just breaks up everything with the neutral signature. Hideaway the most damage on the screen. Went for the team combo there with the neutral sig. D-Light into, no, that end sig was a misinput. He was going for D-Light dash jump recovery. Messes that up. And Hideaway manages to survive with the stock a little bit longer. Let's see if he can do something with it. Another missed follow-up. We're seeing the nerves on both sides of the screen here right now, as they just cannot finish off these stocks with the team combos.
I thought that second recovery from Hideaway connected, but there it is. Good setup there from Snowy.
Good
and
ground
there it
pound
is.
from
Follow
Luna
up from
as well.
Luna.
Yeah,
good ground pound.
Just barely avoided the recovery coming out from Onyx's cannon. Gets the knockout there. Now let's see how much extra credit they can get here. This is what's going to separate. Silent recovery actually doesn't knock both of them out. I thought that was going to clear the board. Instead, they decided to starve some weapons here, and Hideaway on the back foot a little bit. Let's see if he can find this knockout here on the Luna. Gets a good team combo started on the Snowy, and another good Sair, actually. They're weaving around this game state quite well. They're just focusing on Snowy. They're kind of like, Luna will just go down to a straight hit. We just got to take down Onyx.
Yeah, really good decision-making right now. Anime completely fishing out for Snowy at the moment. Oh, attempted follow.
Snowy just can't. Snowy's actually just getting hunted down. I mean, Anime's taking a lot of damage during the meantime.
It's a good strat. Anime brings Snowy off stage. A follow-up baiting out Luna's positioning for the ground pound.
Hideaway, where are you going? Okay, manages to make it back. Snowy reversals Anime out the side of the stage. Anime went for some weapon throw combo and it didn't work out. So now both Onyxes on the field, heavily damaged. Hideaway a little bit behind, but if they could take Snowy down, they could focus down Luna right afterwards, and then it'll be an even game state. Oh, dash funk. Left and right. Side light. Goes for that chase dodge down recovery. Hideaway. So tricky when fighting off stage against both of the red team opponents.
Okay. Hideaway has to be very careful right now, and as I say that, though, it's Luna for the reversal, clearing the board. Anime and Hideaway now gone to their final stock. They do have that buffer room, though. If they lose these stocks, they will go to Game 5 against Luna and Snowy. Snowy was hunted down for so long at the beginning of this stock, and only now the Nair from Anime is going to remove it away. Now the onus on Luna to keep this second stock going. They have a fighting chance for that Game 5.
Yeah, and in fact, I think we're going to be heading in that direction now. Luna does get interrupted out of that dodge by a sidelight Nair. Downlight comes through, but they got to take down Luna's stock and also keep Snowy from doing so much damage in the meantime. And Anime has just been too battered to continue fighting here, I feel like. Blue team, one good conversion, gets the neutral signature. Survive with the defense for now, but he gets stared into any alley-oop from Luna and Snowy, and that's just going to be the stock. They're trying to get that 1v2 possibly, but Anime holding on. Stares his way back to stage, but staring and chase dodging. Downsing hits. Okay, they got to take Snowy down in the next 5 seconds.
Yep,
Can they do it?
Respawn. Oh no. Hideaway might be good to bring this to a 1v1. Snowy survives. The reverse dare comes underway.
Oof. And that wasn't just surviving. That was taking down his opponent at the same time, and they're barreling their ways right into Game 5 here in this winter quarter final. Winner of this going into winner side of top 8. And it feels like Luna and Snowy have found the weak link, Keg. It is Anime. Anime has been lowering his damage more and more every single game, and as Hideaway comes in to try and support him, his damage is starting to suffer as well because they're just taking out Hideaway. They're like baiting him in to try to get something to start, and then they're just beating him up.
Both Onyxes that are being targeted a lot, especially in the early stocks.
Yeah, but Snowy's he's so good at getting the revenge hits, right? Like he does all these wake-up hits, and he's getting the damage while he's taking more damage than he's dealing, but he's still doing more than 500 damage.
No, I completely agree. It's just the matter of the fact that, like, in terms of the macro, both these teams are bringing out the same exact strategies, isolating and targeting Onyxes just to make sure, like, okay, we can take care of them for now, and then we could try to take care of Luke afterwards.
Yeah.
So, you know, relatively similar strat, but you're right, Anime has been faltering a little bit. They've been struggling a little bit in terms of, like, you know, the mid-game, like those mid-stocks, but in those gigantic team fights, it definitely feels like Hideaway's the one that is dominating, finding the most impact out of everybody, but he can't do it by himself.
He cannot do it by himself against the likes of Luna and Snowy. Maybe against Boomy and Sandstorm, which is already pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But we're in Game 5 now, and this is the one that counts, right? They did the work in the first 2 games. They're now bringing down, they're deciding what the last stage strike here is going to be. I really feel like they should take out Apocalypse, but
imagine we go to Miami.
They didn't. No, we're just going to Apocalypse for Game 5. There's no way. They're not going to go to Miami. There's no way we're going to Small Fabled.
Yep,
it's going to be Apocalypse for game number 5. I guess they just didn't want to play in those dual plat maps. So here we go. Game 5, I think that more than ever, the way that the first stocks are playing out are going to decide how this game comes through. And I mean, this is a ditto in the most strict sense of the word.
Oh,
they've even got the same stances.
Yeah.
All dipping out of dexterity there. So here we go. Back onto Apocalypse. Let's see if Hideaway and Anime can make the second upset of a lifetime. They've been doing so darn well. And this is a great start from Anime, interrupted by the Wake Up Dare. But still a good start for the blue team. Team combo, gravity cancel, neutral light, interrupted by Snowy unarmed, and the weapon spawn coming in, and Snowy can't get it. Anime guarding it, and then Snowy gets through with a little bit of friendly fire. That's a lot of damage going both ways.
I like this attempted strat from Hideaway and Anime, going for these gigantic team-wide 2 combos. It almost works for a second, but the Luna's always there for the dare to shut it down. Oh, not a great start for Hideaway, though. The weapon throw to confirm.
Anime has to save him.
No,
okay.
Anime can't save him from
Doesn't
that
risk
distance.
it, and he makes it back to the stage, gets through the down signature, has to wait for weapon spawn. I can't believe he threw his cannon away there. That was so risky, and he might not only lose the stock, but cause his teammate damage. You have to play that weapon resource game, and look at how much control Red Team has gotten over center stage. Anime spent an entire 30 seconds without a weapon, and now Hideaway is going to take a ton of damage. This is huge for the Red Team.
This is a meltdown now of Anime and Hideaway. They had done so well in the first 2 games, and it looks like the confidence for Snowy and Luna just boosted up so much more since then. Good for the double gauntlets, though.
Yeah.
Playing around with this singular floating platform to work off of. Anime's fishing for those recoveries and unable to convert them. Still bouncing around. Snowy tries to go for the ground pound, unable to convert. In fact, both of these gauntlets unable to find much up until Hideaway confirms the first stock of red team.
Yeah,
a
solid
minute and a half
recovery
in.
comes through. He's been really great in the dodge reads, at least against Luna. Snowy's going to take a little bit more damage to take down there. And a dodge to the ground pound saves Hideaway from a very early second stock loss. Hideaway pummeling everybody to the left side of the stage. Snowy super damaged, but they're just going to have to avoid him at this point. I think they've got to focus back over into Luna, but the damage on the blue team is so brutal at this point that the game is getting near unsalvageable. Snowy finally goes down. Team combo gets the Nair. Neutral comes through. He dives into the side air. Ground pound comes through. Luna dodges and recoveries straight against the wall. Avoids what could have been an early stock loss, but that was the damage that they needed to bring the game back to an even state.
What happens now? Luna fishing out the Nair against Hideaway. Luna's now without a weapon. Sweat beads are out. Has to get back onto the platform. They do so. All at the cost of Snowy. Still relatively unscathed here on the second stock. Good to remove Anime. This is their final stock in this best of 5.
Looking for the Nair into down sig from Anime. Snowy low on jumps. He has to cannon stare back to the stage. Luna covers his recovery with that down air. Nicely done. Now fighting off stage. Hideaway, you got to get back there. You got no weapon. I can't believe he challenged Luna off that. Okay, never mind. He knew what he was doing. And now, Hideaway with 2 stocks, Snowy on 2 stocks, dead even game state. Luna starts the Nair. Hideaway with the blasters, putting some Nair damage onto Luna. Luna's stock is the most important here. Hideaway goes down. Can Anime make it back? You gotta hold on.
Anime just barely holds on. Gravity cancel neutral, so he could have done it all right there, but no. Managed to get out of the way.
Yeah.
This is a big, gigantic skirmish
right
now.
Neutral signature.
Good side sig, Snowy off stage. They still have 2 stocks to work with, though. The buffer room is there. They don't want to lose it, no, but Anime says otherwise.
Luna's got to avoid everything. Recovery comes through, doesn't find the Nair. They can't bring it back down to the team combo. Luna avoids what would have been certain doom if they got caught by Hideaway and Anime's team combo. Even game state now. Double side light. No dodge.
Anime is playing such a safe game right now. Wants to avoid everything that Luna and Snowy are throwing at him.
That's brutal.
Attempted
by the sideline there. Now Hideaway could go down to anything at this point. Has to fight through it anyways. Down to connects.
Hideaway
can't hit by another one of those. D-Light Nair will take Anime at the top, and now it's the 1v2. Snowy charging the down sig, gets punished by the unarmed from Hideaway, and Luna and Snowy looking for one last good hit to get the reverse 3-0 against this blue team. Oh, Hideaway play. Look at his movement. He's so good. What is going on? Weapon
everything.
throw. Nair stare. That's it. Snowy and Luna clutch a game 3 or game 5 reverse 3-0 against Hideaway and Anime, where I'm like, holy cow. Dude, Hideaway, if you keep entering brackets, I'm going to be casting your name a lot more. Oh, the good. Wow, he's really good, Keg. I mean, Snowy and Luna, they won, but I'm like,
do you know
rank grind play.